Pete Marr here for B-Sides. I'm in Austin, Texas. I can't believe it. And I'm joined by one of the performers who was at ACL. And I followed her. I stalked her all the way to her opening performance here at Stubbs. Iconic venue here.
Truly.
Spilltag.
Hi.
How
Good
are
to be
you?
back. Good
Great to see you. Yes, we are. I'm obviously stalking you because you were just mobbed at ACL.
Yeah. Just
you were whisked away. I saw the limos, the
5
escort.
limousines. Yeah, we ordered 6 limos, but they could only provide 5.
The motorcade was just insane. I didn't even have time to put it on my TikTok.
I know.
How'd it go yesterday?
Good. It was so hot. It was like 90 degrees. We were in the sun, and I was like trying not to pass out. But it was like a fun. I love ACL. Like we played it before, and it's always been a great crowd. So
I want to say that's actually when we probably last saw each other.
Probably, yeah. That would make sense.
It was only like a few years.
Wait, do you live in Austin or?
No, I live in San Francisco.
We met in San Francisco. Yeah, we met in San Francisco. I think
we did a Zoom when I was in San Francisco over the quarantine, and you were at home with your 2 plants, Jennifer and whoever.
Right.
Are they still alive?
Both dead now.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Plant mom.
R.I.P.
Plant mom did her job. By the way, I got to let you know that we've been trying to get you to come on for the Yap Sesh ever since the album came out, right? We were trying to do something in LA.
Right.
You were in France. You were in New York.
No, I literally,
You've been jet setting this year.
I did the math that I have been to France 6 times this year, and it's like, I don't know, watch, it's like October. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I've just been back and forth, and because I'm working with like a label that's based in France, so we're doing a lot more French promo and Europe and stuff. So and my family's there, so it makes it worth it, and I get to see them. So
well, again, that's why I was like, I gotta talk to Claire while she's here at ACL in Austin, and here we are.
100%, yeah.
And you're doing a thing opening for the Favors.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. How did you hook up with them?
I mean, I've known. So David, the drummer, is like my very long time, one of my best friends. So,
nice.
So I've known David for like a really, really long time, and him and I started Spilltag together. Like he was my main producer and like the person that I worked with on everything, and so a lot of the music his hands are a part of. So it just feels like it's like a family vibe, and like Phineas and Ash and all of them are like very welcoming and very kind, and so it's been really fun. It's been a good day.
Well, you've been touring with a lot of different types of people throughout your career, which is just amazing and fantastic. I'm sure you've been absorbing all of that.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we were at Stubbs was opening for Wallows, so like that's really fun to come back and like know the venue and be like, I feel like the familiarity of those kinds of shows is heartwarming.
So here you are, you're feeling better.
Yeah.
We're in cool conditions.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were that sensitive to the heat, but I imagine that
it was setting up the stage and sound checking in 90-degree weather in the sun, because the stage is covered but the sun is hitting you, so it was like it was a tough 3 hours.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But we made it, and I'm hoping next week it's a little less hot, and hopefully we can just get, because I was like gonna pass out. I was like, if I go too hard, I'm gonna knock the hell out. So it was, I had to conserve my energy, which is not fun. I don't like conserving my, I just want to go hard, the whole time. So hopefully next week I'll be able to just bust the doors wide open.
See, what I'm getting out of this is that Claire's getting older.
I'm getting older. My back's
getting. She needs to take care of herself.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, your back.
My lower back is absolutely. I started Pilates. I'm on my like suburban mom era. My back was just giving out. I was playing. I sound so old. I was playing pickleball with my friends, and like playing, and for some reason leaning kind of over to like serve was like gave my lower back like the worst treatment of all time, and so I started doing Pilates to like fix that, and so now I just do Pilates, and I feel like 45 years old, but I am. But
that's a good thing. You should be stretching your lower back muscles, your core, really throughout your whole entire life.
Exactly. I'm prepping for a better future. Laying the ground.
You have a fantastic future ahead of you.
Very kind. Thank you.
And a great present as well. Congratulations on your debut album, Angie.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm sure you've heard it before. I saw the album title, and the first thing I heard was the Rolling Stones' Mick Jagger.
People have said that before. Yeah. I don't know that song.
Still,
I know the song now.
Okay.
I didn't know the song before. But but I've had, there's like another song called Angie that I didn't know about. And, so in my head, I'm the first to ever do it.
Of course.
Hopefully the best ever.
And you named the album after it. So it's not like
I like
just a song.
Exactly. I mean, I like the idea of having the album name be like a little girl's name, like it's my baby. I've worked on that album for like 3 years. So and I also like the thought that if someone's like in the car and it says like Angie and Spilltag, they're like, what's the band name and what's the name of the song?
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. Like I just the little those little confusing moments are cute to me. But yeah, I just wanted to name the album like a little girl's name.
And I understand that it's definitely a nod to a rebirth of many ways.
Yeah,
being
for
able to be more free, more independent in terms of making your own music.
Definitely,
as opposed to being guided, let's say, guided by others.
Yeah. I felt like I was just, I'm working on a people-pleasing thing, but I feel like before or during that era, right when I started doing music full-time, I've lost sight of doing things for myself, and I felt like I didn't enjoy making music for a long time, and so that song is about that time in my life. And it's like gonna come in phases, right? Like I think being in a creative role, you're not always gonna want to do the creative thing, you know? But yeah, so I'm more open to that coming back, and I feel like I'll be gentler with myself if it does and when it does, I guess.
I find that really curious because obviously I only know you basically from our chats and random interactions and things like that. You don't seem to me the type, when it comes to your art and what you're passionate about, to me the type to really be a people pleaser to the point that you have to stand your ground and be like, no, this is what it should sound like.
I think the thing with that is like it was also combined with this thing of like being 22 and signing to a major label, and I think people around you are always acting like they know better than you, and they're like, if you do this and this will happen for you, and if you do that, and it's just, and I think I fell into that trap of being like, oh, like the politics of doing the random music things, and I quickly realized that like nothing is guaranteed, and the politics game is like just that, it's just a game, you know, and it doesn't really lead to anything more than like my unhappiness, you know, because I'm just doing things not for the sole purpose of it being a creative endeavor. So I think it was more of that. And like I think I'm getting better too at just saying no and just standing my ground now. And I think that just comes with getting older.
I was literally about to say that probably comes with age. When you're younger as a person, you're still developing, and you want this career so bad.
For sure, yeah. And like when people are saying like, oh, like, you know, we want this to succeed, and I'm like, oh, like maybe I should place some trust in your hands. And I think that's fair too. Like there's like a degree of teamwork that goes into everything.
Do you think that having that exposure on TikTok led you down a different road for what their expectations, your expectations were?
Well, I don't think I ever have had any exposure on TikTok.
Yes, you have.
Never had a song go viral. I've never had a song kind of like, you know, like create that kind of new space. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of my struggle with being on like a major label was that was like a lot of the marketing was them trying to make a TikTok viral song, and not saying that hasn't helped many artists. Like I can name many artists that have flourishing careers off of like a big boost on social media, but I think like chasing that is the quickest way to start trying to appease to like a type of style that may not actually be your style. Yeah, so I stopped trying to do that. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just gonna make music that I want to make, and it's brought me here, so I'm, you know, grateful for everything that I've been able to get from that. So
yeah. I don't know. I feel like some of the older material, like the previous material, let's say, like, I don't know, older, like 5 years, 3 years ago, had elements of you as your true self. You were singing some French lyrics, you were singing French here and there, right? And so forth and so on. So there were still scatterings and smidgens and what have you, of things that were still true to you.
Definitely, yeah.
Were there songs that you kind of look at now and listen to now and you're like, ooh?
I think there are songs that I look back on and I'm like, I would have like continued to work on them, you know, and like I would have maybe chosen to produce them differently or like have made different choices. But I also feel like everyone I know does this where they're like, I hate that song that's out, you know, and it's like, I hate the mix, right? And you know, you're never going to be satisfied and you're always going to want to go back and make it better. Because also as you evolve, you see things differently and your taste evolves and you're like, I didn't like the thing that I did 3 years ago. And so, yeah, and so I kind of just let those songs exist in my past. I'm like, that was there and I'm proud of them, but I'm also like not going to do that again.
Is there a song on Angie that really just embodies you today as a 26-year-old?
28, nice one though.
See, I'm trying to be as complimentary as possible to you, Claire.
It's the Asian genes. It's going to look like this forever, hopefully.
So what's it like being 19?
Yeah, so it's like being literally 15 years old. Crazy, honestly. My Sweet 16 is next Thursday. So. But no, yeah, I mean, the album is made up of songs that have at some point been my favorite songs. of all time, like that I've made. So that was the goal. I wanted to create a project that only had things that I was immensely proud of. And so at any given moment, I've had a different song be my favorite song. So I don't know, for a long time I felt like By Design was a great sampler for what the album is supposed to be, because it has those like electronic elements and very organic elements. But I don't know, I think now I look at the album and I'm like, oh, like I want to make something completely different next. And I think that's always been my MO is once I kind of wrap something up, I'm like, what do I want to do that's like the opposite of that? Because I want to feel excited about everything all the time. And I also probably have like a hint of ADHD that I'm like next. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's this though? You know.
So you're going into hyper pop and rap.
Yeah. So I'm doing experimental jazz and
I can see that. I can see that. That's the thing.
That'd be really fun. I don't think I have the basics of theory enough to do that, but it could be fun to dive my little toes in. You know?
Please think about that, and maybe even throw in some Korean lyrics in there.
Gotta learn the language
Indie K-pop should be a thing.
I know.
You should be the trailblazer.
Indie K-pop, 100%.
No?
You know, I have a friend who's actually like kind of the first Korean artist that doesn't make K-pop necessarily, and I think it's really cool that she's like has such a massive success in Korea, and she makes like very cool grungy indie music. So I feel like that world is yet to be explored more. Like I feel like I want to know about more artists that are doing that in Korea. But she's killing it. And her name is Soyoon, and she's got she's a great Korean artist. So I feel like I'm open to it. I'm not gonna say no.
Okay.
I gotta learn Korean first.
Let's get some ideas together.
We're brainstorming.
But Angie sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
It also sounds great live from bits and bobs that I've heard from ACL, because I was like backstage and doing stuff and things and preparing for our chat. But I can't wait to see the set here.
I'm so excited.
Stubbs.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm
so
excited.
Great to see you.
So good to see you. Thanks for having me on again.
Continued success.
Thank you. And I shall see you very soon.
Spill tab right here on B-Sides.